finishing up there with Maroon 5. On the way next, I'm going to toss you a mix of new releases from some artists you listen to and maybe some other artists I just think you might like. You know, just trying to keep you on your toes a little bit. But first, here's one from Ashton Larrow.
Bitch, I feel like Doug. I got a dime to give me dome. Fit all white. DD Simon on me shiny like my coat. I do drugs. Little bitch, I'm flying off the blow. My boy Timmy got that Tommy and they'll hit you in your throat.
You a joke, pussy boy get smoked. Talking to me funny, get the pole. Make him hit his dance, make him hit his Dougie. My little trick, she got that crazy tang. Love me for my money, I don't care, she gave me all the brain. Now that bitch a dummy,
Doug Demi, free racks, no stimmy. Got that loud pack, bitch, we only smoke that icky Vic.
All right, I'll switch it. You're going to feel at home with these next artists. You listen to most of them. David Finn first.
Yo, I've always loved alien shit. Oh, and again, happy birthday to Smudge. Before I forget, I see you. But yeah, we doing some alien shit today. Strap in, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, it's well, so it's okay. This is a continuation of them talking about aliens, and it's a Congress oversight hearing, but this stuff has been out for a bit. It's just uh it's like all these pilots were being like, yeah, they're aliens, and people were, oh shoot, hey Pyro, hey love, how you doing, Cub? Hope you're doing well today. We're talking about aliens. But yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. How did your test go? Time out. Time out before we continue. Come on. Fuck yeah. No! You got into a car accident afterwards? Oh shit. Good with the bad. I didn't mean to. Nobody means to get into a car accident. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, I hate whenever car accidents happen on like good days, where you're just happy, having a good fucking day. Yeah, but are you're okay though, right? Nothing, nothing broken in front of me. Ah, oh no, you ran into him. That's my girl. Oh, oh, you got popped by the airbag. Oh no. Oh fuck. Oh, god damn it. Fuck. I'm proud of you for living. I'm proud of you for living. That's how we do it. Car accidents, who? We don't know her. Oh, man. Oh, well, I'm glad you're okay. I'm really, really glad you're okay. Honestly. I'm super glad you passed. That's how you fucking do it. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Hey, yo, fuck it. Aliens, who? Aliens aren't paying our rent down here. Let me be happy about something. My daughter passing her exams, her big exams. Okay. I wonder if I even have that turned up high enough for me to hear it. It might be in my headphones. It's not coming up. I wonder if it's in the headphones. Oh, wait. You know what? I bet you if I opened the stream, it would be up there. I'm being silly. But hey, yo, use them up. Oh yeah, no, this one's oh shit. I don't think my sound alerts are connected to this one. Oh fuck. Okay, hold on. I just remember. Okay. We have a small, tiny adjustment to make because all of the sound things are in the other one. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Yeah, no, they're not in this one. They're oh shit. Oh, they're all in the other one. Yeah. That's why we can't hear anything. Okay, we're gonna make some slight adjustments. Ha ha ha! Oh shit. I had the volume turned all the way up in this one. Yo, we were partying in this we were partying in this one. Here we go. All right, everything's getting fixed now. I appreciate you so much, Pyro. I didn't even think about the sound alerts. Truly appreciate you. All right, that sound works. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. You want to beef, little man? What is he gonna do? All right. All of our shit works again. Okay. Let's get to these aliens. I like that song. That's a pretty good song. Anywho. Yes, aliens. Aliens. Here we go. We don't need that. All right. So here's the first thing we're going to watch. Just to kind of help set where we're going. It's this is what they put on the news. All right. And we'll go through a couple of different news outlets, so it's not just us taking it from one news outlet.
In the language of the US Department of Defense, these are unidentified aerial phenomena, videos which add fuel to the belief of some that we are not alone. The first incident was filmed off the California coast in 2004, an oval shape hovering, and in the words of the Navy pilot who recorded this, not behaving by the normal laws of physics.
And this is what I was talking about, where there have been so many pilots that have been, you have to be super competent to fly a fucking a fighter, right? So you would think that whenever they first started being, the pilots were like, hey, there are things out there doing shit that shouldn't be doing shit. It's out there doing physics that it's out there breaking the rules of physics and shit like that. And for people to just blow it off, that's wild to me.
Oh, that's no, is it? It's not. I do want to understand. Well, if there's like a thing, have a look on the
In 2015, pilots flying off the east coast of America spotted this.
They're all going against the wind. The wind's 120 knots from the west. Look at that thing, dude.
Again, its speed and movement apparently astounding experienced aircrew.
I do want to understand. Well, if there's like a thing, it's rotating.
That same year, racing across the surface of the ocean, something that it took some skill to capture. All of these videos have been leaked in the past, but the US government now confirms they are genuine.
See, it's just hey Samba, how you doing, Sam? Wait, why is it? Oh God. Oh, do I have it on my phone? I do. Cool. It's not loaded right. You can't be doing bad ever. Hey, yo, I love hearing it. Let me put this up here. It didn't show me the American comment, or it couldn't be you. But I'm glad you're doing well, dude. All right, back to these aliens. So again, you know, these videos have already leaked before. They've been out. It's just now the government's been like, yeah, they're real. It doesn't stop you. It doesn't change shit. We still have to pay rent. Now spooky. It's interesting. It's intriguing, right? So it's just confirmation that there are so many other different species and, you know, existence. Oh, welcome. Is that Cardite Max? I'm gonna call you Cardi because my mind doesn't want to start. Alien. Right? Even though I just said that, even though they're confirming that aliens exist, you know, it doesn't change shit. We still have to pay rent, you know, gotta pay all these goddamn bills. It's not gonna change a goddamn thing for us, you know. It's in you again. It's not like I would only think spooky in the sense of, and we'll get to some of these stories a little bit later, where there are these how do I say them? They're I don't want to say they're professionals, but they're high-ranking officials who have quit their jobs and shit like that. But they've got stories of how they've met with other species and shit like that. It's wild. Typical America. Hey, unless these aliens got guns, I wouldn't say typical American. Ow! Woo! Woo! Shit, that's loud. All right. Don't make me have to turn these goddamn notifications down. Holy fuck. That was... Blow my whole ear out. Man, oh my god, that scared me too. Good. All right. We're to the part where these videos have been out. You did it. You can't hit me and then be like, ow. And expect me to be like, oh, I'm sorry.
No!
I'm increasing, after tonight, I'm increasing the amount for all of these goddamn buttons. I had them down for everybody to... I got you saying, no. Turning my own daughter against me, how dare you? Ew. Back on subject. Aliens.
So you have chosen death.
Stop getting me distracted. Aliens. Videos have been out. Government confirms them. Let's continue.
In a statement, the Department of Defense said it was releasing the videos in order to clear up any misconceptions by the public on whether or not the footage that's been circulating was real or whether or not there is more to the videos. The aerial phenomena observed in these videos, they say, remain characterized as unidentified. Those who've actually been to space are skeptical about what the videos reveal.
These objects are probably some kind of secret military
Hey, yo, you can't be wearing an X on your shirt. And he's wearing a Twitter shirt.
program, and what these pilots saw were real. They saw them, and they filmed and photographed them. And the Pentagon, I'm assuming, declassified them because there was a lot of speculation going out there. They had already been leaked, so why not come out and say, okay, these films are genuine, they do exist, but we don't know what they are.
Of course, the US has a long history of reported UFO sightings.
Why are they calling them unidentified when they're called UFOs? America is so dumb. All right, they changed them to UAPs. Unidentified, still unidentified. But they call them unidentified because they don't know what it is. You can't just call it an alien. It's still unidentified. UAP... They just know it's something that's flying. It could be an organic creature. Or like an organic in the sense like maybe it's metallic. Who knows? We don't. That's why we call it unidentified.
This image, captured by a couple in Oregon in 1950, regarded as one of the most significant. They were certain this was a UFO. And the Nevada desert continues to attract those who believe.
My people. You guys remember when they were going to raid Area 51? You guys remember that? Oh my god. And then they're going to Naruto run in the goddamn desert. Oh, fuck. That's our people. This is our clan right there. Fuck.
Seriously or not, that Area 51 houses crashed alien spacecraft and their occupants. With the world gripped by more earthbound concerns right now, these videos will, for many, confirm what they've always believed, that the truth is out there. Greg Milam, Sky News, Los Angeles.
Out there. All right, let's see what some other, because that one was from, oh, Sky News? We won't use Sky News. Oh, the whistleblowers. Yes.
Progress toward global net zero will take big.
So here's another thing that my YouTube's been doing, where it'll like play an ad, but it won't play the ad. It'll just be a fucking black screen. Is that chicken nugget? No, that is not chicken nugget. You probably just saw. Oh, is that chicken nugget? You know, my mind made me think you were talking about Charlotte because she's been using it more often. But no.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good morning to our witnesses
All
who are
right.
testifying today. I want to thank each of you for being here to discuss a topic of grave importance to our national security. Earlier this year, a Chinese spy balloon was shot down off the coast of my home state of South Carolina. Since the Roswell incident in 1947, many Americans have wondered about the dangers of unknown objects crisscrossing our skies. Whether these are UAPs or weather phenomena, advanced technology from American allied or enemy forces, or something more out of this world.
Time out. Yes, court. Been there, done that. Sam, are you a criminal? We're over here trying to learn about aliens. You're just being like, I've got a rap sheet. Eyes on the target.
So my first question, I have several questions, and if we can just be quick on these first two, I'm going to ask each of you the same question, and then I'll get to each of you individually. The first one, when you reported your experiences with a UAP, did any of you face any repercussions with your superiors, yes or no?
No.
No. I've actually never seen anything personally, believe it or not. So.
All right. And then do you believe there's an active disinformation campaign within our government to deny existence of UAPs, yes or no?
I don't have an answer to that.
As previously stated publicly, yes.
I think previously with like Project Blue Book, yes, but currently I don't speak for the United States government.
Okay, thank you. I have a few questions for Mr. Graves. What percentage of UAP sightings in your belief go unreported by our pilots?
This is an approximation based off of my personal experience speaking with a number of pilots, but I would estimate we're somewhere near 5% reporting perhaps.
So like
Bitch, are you telling me they've only reported about 5% of what the fuck they're seeing up there? I want to be a pilot. Nigga.
95% basically don't report seeing UAPs.
That's just my personal estimate.
In the incident off Virginia Beach, do you believe the Navy took the danger to your aircraft seriously after it was reported?
Absolutely.
A few questions for Mr. Favor. As an expert naval aviator, have you ever seen an object that looked and moved like the Tic Tac UAP?
Bro, just use your wings. Out of commission. I don't have any anymore.
No.
Did the Tic Tac UAP move in such a way that defied the laws of physics?
The way we understand them, yes.
Many dismiss UAP reports as classified weapons testing by our own government, but in your experience as a pilot, does our government typically test advanced weapon systems right next to multi-million-dollar jets without informing our pilots?
No, we have test ranges for that.
It took over 15 years for your encounter with the Tic Tac to be declassified. Do you feel there was a good reason to prevent lawmakers from having access to this footage?
No, I just think it was ignored when it happened, and it just sat somewhere in a file. Never got reported.
In a drawer. It happens a lot up here. Shocker. Mr. Gresh, a couple of questions for you too, sir, this morning. What percentage of UAPs do you feel are adequately investigated by the U.S. government, of the 5% that are reported?
I can only speak for my personal leadership over at NGA. I tried to look at every report.
I want to pause this for a sec. So I feel like we're going to end up segueing into cryptics later tonight, only because my mind is just being like, okay, so, all right, so aliens are real. So does that mean like Mothman is actually real somewhere? Mothman confirmed.
That came through that I could triage. So,
do you believe that officials at the highest levels of our national security apparatus have unlawfully withheld information from Congress and subverted our oversight authority?
There are certain elected leaders that had more information that I'm not sure what they've shared with certain Gang of Eight members or et cetera, but certainly I would not be surprised.
Okay. You've stated that the government is in possession of potentially non-human spacecraft. Based on your experience and extensive conversations with experts, do you believe our government has made contact with intelligent extraterrestrials?
Something I can't discuss in public setting.
Oh my God.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview,
All right.
biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
And was this documentary evidence, this video, photos, eyewitness? Like, how would that be determined?
The specific documentation I would have to talk to you in a skiff about.
Gotcha. Okay. So, and you may or may not be able to answer my last question, and maybe we get into a skiff at the next hearing that we have, but who in the government, either what agency, sub-agency, what contractors, who should be called into the next hearing about UAPs, either in a public setting or even in a private setting? And you probably can't name names, but what agencies or organizations, contractors, et cetera, do we need to call in to get these questions answered, whether it's about funding, what programs are happening, and what's out there?
I can give you a specific cooperative and hostile witness list of specific individuals that were in those.
And how soon can we get that list?
I'm happy to provide that to you after the hearing.
Super. Thank you. And I yield back.
We getting aliens this summer. Or we're getting aliens next summer, boys. It's 15 years. I've seen the video of him explaining his Tic Tac thing. The Tic Tac, here we go. Oh, could you not hear it, Sam? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, aliens. Okay. So, hold on for a sec. Here are some, I saw this earlier. Here are some presidents talking about UFO questions and shit like that.
Through the secret file. Did you go through the secret files, the UFO documents? Because if I was president, that'd be the first thing I did.
You know, it's funny. My daughters asked the very same question.
They did?
Yeah.
UFOs. You've been the president. You've seen all the info. Are they real?
The truth is that we've never proved one, but there are things flying around up there that we haven't fully identified yet.
Would you be allowed to tell your daughters what was in those files?
No.
You would not?
No.
Now that you're out of office, you can do anything you want, right?
True, yeah.
Which one of these is George Washington? I'm not American, I don't know. Well, George Washington was black, so you just look for one of those.
But I'm not telling you.
You're not telling You're not telling me what? Are you not telling me that you looked at them?
I'm not telling you nothing.
If I was the president, and it's unlikely that that is ever going to happen.
You never know.
My hand would just, it'd still be hot from touching the Bible, and I would immediately race to wherever they have the files about Area 51 and the UFOs, and I go through everything to find out what happened.
Right.
Did you do that?
Oh shit, look, it's George Washington.
That's why you will not be president. Because that's the first thing that you would do.
If you become president, are you really going to tell the truth about UFOs?
I have said I want to open the files as much as we can. But there are enough stories out there that I don't think everybody is just sitting, you know, in their kitchen making them up.
Recently, when UFOs came up on Jimmy Kimmel, she corrected his terminology.
And you know, there's a new name. It's unexplained aerial phenomenon.
all this talk about dem aliens with the what are they, UAPs or whatever they call them, all the footage and everyone talking about it. It's like, but I was wondering if you have a theory about that.
Well, when it comes to aliens, there's some things I just can't tell you on air.
What's your viewpoint on what these objects that seem to defy all laws of physics are?
Well, first of all, that's a legitimate question now. The short answer, but not the most meaningful one, is I don't know about this. But when I was president and I had a chief of staff, John Podesta, who loved science fiction, we made every attempt to find out everything about Roswell. And we also sent people to Area 51 to make sure there were no aliens in a deep. There's no aliens, as I know.
So did you look? Did you see? Did you explore?
I can't reveal anything.
Oh, really? Because President Clinton said he did go right in and he did check, and there was nothing.
Well, that's
Hello
what
there.
we're instructed to say.
Well, hello there. Welcome to our talk about aliens. Since you wanted to make an entrance, offline gold. Jesus Christ. Alright, the sounds are getting turned down pronto. Holy shit. My eardrums. I can only take so much. Wow. Da-da-da-da-da. We'll go over here. I know that guy. Look at that handsome fella up there. Oh, gotta go all the way over here. How you doing today, by the way? Did you come talk about aliens? Do you have an alien story? I've got like 3 alien stories. So, yeah, you guys want to hear my alien stories today? Ba-dum-ba. Where's the... Here we go. You have 0. Have you never had an alien experience? Have you never had an alien experience? Woo! Hey, look. Uh-oh. Oh, we're going into the loop. I had to close it out so I didn't send you guys down the fucking loophole. Fuck it. Oh, I'm not worried about it. Back to these aliens. One time I was sleeping when an alien took my... Damn. Is that what sent you down your villain arc, Sam? When the alien took your house? Oh man, imagine all the good you would have done in the world if the alien wouldn't have taken your house. Fuck. Alright, back to these presidents.
Are there really great secrets that you know that you can't share with people?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are. And you never write about them.
No.
Maybe at a time in your life that
No.
you're like, oh, I'm 90, I'm gonna do it.
No.
No, nothing. What if you were to get like a little like loopy, you know? You get old and
Start drinking
you
again?
start drinking again.
Yes, right there. Oh, I asked Obama. I asked Obama if aliens were real.
UFOs? Any UFOs? Did you ask about that?
So, Obama is George Washington's nickname, if you're getting confused.
Certainly asked about it.
And?
Can't tell you. Sorry.
Okay. All right, I'll take that as a yes.
He said he wouldn't answer the question. I said, well, that's a yes.
Because if there were none,
Why
you'd say
not?
there was none, right? You just played your hand. I thought you were a poker player. You just 100% showed your river card.
Feel free to think that.
I do.
was just thinking about that the other day. Wasn't it just like a year ago that we got the report and then the people, like members, like the Secretary of the Navy or something went on 60 Minutes and said, yeah, it's real. And we're all just going on with our lives.
I know, it's crazy.
How are we just going on with our lives when we know that there are real UFOs out there? I think they're softening up the beach. They're just like, okay, they handled the video and the proof pretty well. Now let's let them know that there are aliens, because they're afraid we're going to freak out.
Yeah. It's that kind of shit where...
Did you go through the secret file?
Yeah, the aliens are real. What about it? It's not going to stop landlords from being like, hey, pay your rent. It's not going to stop the bank from being like, hey, pay your mortgage. It's wild, dude. Just, it's... I mean, I already believe that aliens existed. It's just, now it's becoming... It's supposed to be in the news now, in the media, you know, shit. Yeah, I know your house just got like destroyed, but you owe me $300, so yeah, man, it's going to be, it's interesting because it's going to, I don't know if we're going to, shit, we may make like actual contact or be able to have some kind of interview with an alien, or you know, they come down to talk to somebody, or however it happens. But it'll shine more of a light on how fucked up human society is as a whole. What made you make this stream? Huh? Just felt like it. I think also we had one of our daughter had a friend come over from one of my friends, and I think when she said to me like, aliens aren't real. And I was like, what do you mean that? They confirmed they're real because aliens. Yeah. And I was like, don't be silly. Aliens are real. It's what makes you think we are the only advanced society in the universe? Shut up. Go to sleep. But, you know, we make, like, money has no value outside of the perceived value that we give it. How old is that Reddit video? Let's see how old this one is. This one's 18 hours. Do. Hey. So, one of the descriptions was like a square in a bubble sort of shit. Whenever they're describing some of the aircrafts, somebody put a fucking Xbox. Fucking, all right. Some of the mock-ups. The Tic Tac. Aliens! Propane tank. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. They're out there. It was aliens. I mean, there are probably some things that are probably going to... Oh, I don't want to default be like, it's because of aliens. It all makes sense now. All the dots connect as aliens. But aliens have to be the cause for a thing or two. You can't just be like, aliens exist and they come here. Why are they coming here? What's going on Earth? Oh, we got some more mock-ups. Okay. These are more like just actual mock-ups of what they were trying to describe. So, the three shapes that we saw were, one was like a Tic Tac. Watch there be one of these G monitors. Yo, they missed an opportunity. That would have been funny as fuck. All right, so a cube inside of a bubble. I can only see the Xbox Series now. And then a large ominous square. Ominous. I really do like their shapes, don't they? And all this is aliens. Oh shit. God damn it, Bobby. Ah, I heard a noise. Is that my love?
It is. I'm bringing in my computer because I'm going to go to bed.
Okay, baby.
I don't feel very well.
Oh, you don't feel good? Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you. Mwah.
Thanks, babe.
I threw that into the sky. Oh shit. I believe you. Oh, let me mute this. Voila. Who took a picture of that? Yo, impressive, Sam. Fucking impressive.
Several months ago, my office received a protected disclosure from Eglin.
Okay, so we're gonna watch this video, but I want the pretext that I hate Matt Gaetz so goddamn much. This goddamn... We'll watch this video. Matt Gaetz is a piece of shit. But though he may be a piece of shit, he's got 2 eyes. He can probably see some shit. What did bro do? He was like, he was using, I don't want to say he was using taxpayer money to like send illicit pictures to underage girls or to try and get them to sleep with him. But you can look it up. What if Elon Musk was an alien? I would believe it. 100%. Because no, Elon Musk isn't an alien. He's a dork who was never popular. And now that he's got now whenever he got famous for the electric car things, people are like, he got addicted to attention. And now he's like, I'm the cool kid. And then he fucked up Twitter. Mark Zuckerberg, 100% an alien. You cannot tell me that man is not an alien. Was not an alien. He took over somebody's skin, living his life. I've seen him down a whole bottle of barbecue sauce, raw. Tell me that ain't alien behavior. Tell me. All right, getting back onto this video.
Air Force Base indicating that several months ago, my office received a protected disclosure from Eglin Air Force Base indicating that there was a UAP incident that required my attention. I sought a briefing regarding that episode and brought with me Congressman Burchett and Congresswoman Luna. We asked to see any of the evidence that had been taken by flight crew in this endeavor and to observe any radar signature as well as to meet with the flight crew. We were not afforded access to all of the flight crew. And initially, we were not afforded access to images and to radar. Thereafter, we had a bit of a discussion about how authorities...
So, for anybody who's trying to who's kind of tuning in for it, the issue that they're having is the intelligence sector has been essentially hiding information about aliens for 50 years, some shit, without any oversight. So everything that's going on now is government trying to be like, hey, what's going on? and intelligent agencies, the intelligent service being like, don't know what you're talking about. We ain't got shit over here. So that's what all this is.
Flow in the United States of America, and we did see the image. And we did meet with one member of the flight crew who took the image. The image was of something that I am not able to attach to any human capability, either from the United States or from any of our adversaries. And I'm somewhat informed on the matter, having served on the Armed Services Committee for 7 years, having served on the committee that oversees DARPA and advanced technologies for several years. When we spoke with the flight crew, and when he showed us the photo that he'd taken, I asked why the video wasn't engaged, why we didn't have a FLIR system that worked. Here's what he said. They were out on a test mission that day over the Gulf of Mexico, and when you're on a test mission, you're supposed to have clear airspace, not supposed to be anything that shows up. And they saw a sequence of 4 craft in a clear diamond formation for which there is a radar sequence that I alone have observed in the United States Congress. One of the pilots goes to check out that diamond formation and sees a large floating, what I can only describe as an orb, again, like I said, not of any human capability that I'm aware of.
Yo, don't even get me started on how we only have about 5% of our fucking oceans mapped out. So...
And when he approached, he said that his radar went down, he said that his FLIR system malfunctioned, and that he had to manually take this image from one of the lenses, and it was not automated in collection, as you would typically see in a test mission. So I guess I'll start with Commander Fravor. How should we think about the fact that this craft that was approached by our pilot had the capability of disarming a number of the sensor and collection systems on that craft?
Well, I think this goes to that national security side, and you can go back through history of things showing up at certain areas and disabling our capabilities, which is disheartening. And for us, I mean, like I said, it completely disabled the radar on the aircraft when it tried to do it, and the only way we could see it is passively, which is how he got that image. So I think that's a concern on what are these doing, not only how do they operate, but their capabilities inside to do things like this.
And how should we think about 4 craft moving in a very clear formation, equidistant from one another, in a diamond? In all of the phenomenon, perhaps, Mr. Grave, that you've analyzed, have we ever seen multiple craft in a single formation?
I have one particular case, and that was during the gimbal incident. The recording on the AT FLIR system shows a single object that rotates. You hear the pilots refer to a fleet of objects that is not visible on the FLIR system, and that was something that I witnessed during the debrief as part of the radar data on the situational awareness page. I would like to add, however, Congressman, there's a small bit of anger, I would say. I would feel that those pilots are still facing that difficulty in reporting this topic, and they don't have the tools to be able to mitigate this issue. It just goes to show how serious this is and why this is such an important issue for our pilots and for our nation.
It was stated explicitly to me by these test pilots that if you have a UAP experience, the best thing you can do for your career is forget it and not tell anyone. Because any type of reporting, either above the surface or below the surface, does have a perceived consequence to these people, and that is a culture we must change if we want to get to the truth. Mr. Chairman, I would observe that.
Now see, and that's, oh, did it have the, does it have the border for this one? Oh, silly. Turn all that off. Anywho, so, like, shit. All the pilots that have, like, just taken it to the grave. It's wild. If we can just, if they can, this sort of shit, hopefully, can get to the point where now they'll just release all of their shit. They have got, I know that there's been a leak of information from the Pentagon. No, it was the leak from the Pentagon where this is why all this was going on anyway. But maybe we'll actually get some real nice. Who thinks phones were because of aliens? Because, I mean, the technology for cell phones just took the fuck off. I mean, just technology at all, right? Went from like the the big hard desktops and shit like that. I don't know. It felt like technology just took the hell off. I want that to be the case where it was like aliens did a little bit of tampering and now we're just super advanced monkeys with fiber optics. All right, let's finish up this video.
Perhaps as we move forward from this hearing, there are some obvious next steps. Every person watching this knows that we need to meet with Mr. Grush in a secure, compartmentalized facility so that we can get fulsome answers that do not put him in jeopardy and that give us the information we need. Second, I would suggest that the
got something.
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry, guys. Baby needed attention for a moment. Give me 1 sec. Have this right back up. Alrighty. So, here are going to be this video's for kind of highlighting the overhearing, so we don't have to sit through the whole 2 hours and some bullshit. So, shit, let's go ahead and get into it.
Had to hold it all in.
Like your
Big day yesterday. Had to hold it all in.
like your
until we
Super
got
Bowl
there.
saga.
This was the Super Bowl. We had the UFO hearings that happened on Congress. I was there live in person on Capitol Hill. It was absolutely electric energy. I talked to some of the press people who were involved. They said they had rarely seen so many people who were interested. There were hundreds of people lined up outside, many of them Breaking Points fans, so shout out to all of you who I got to talk to a little bit yesterday. I think we should take this opportunity to just go through some of the most important events that happened during the hearing. If you're interested, Jeremy Corbell and I did a live reaction right outside of the Capitol that I referenced earlier in our show that's available currently on our YouTube channel. But to me, this moment's going to stick out above everything. It's what all the news outlets picked up. Backstory, I was sitting at the press table with all the other reporters, and when Dave Grush said the words non-human biologics, there was an audible gasp, not only at the press table, but throughout the entire room. The energy was just absolutely insane. Here's the moment that I'm talking about. Let's take a listen.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
So that's probably the biggest thing that came out of that, Crystal, non-human biologics. Now, okay, let's try and steelman the case, because I think that's always fun. That could mean anything, right? That could mean a rat, that could mean a dog, but it was clearly implied in the way that Dave Grush stated that as the UFO whistleblower testifying under oath, under penalty of perjury, having represented all of this not only to News Nation, but also entering it into the congressional record and also going through the whistleblower process to say that we have recovered alien craft. He refuses to say the word alien, or extraterrestrial. He just says non-human origin. That these not only there not only was a crash retrieval program, but that, quote, biologics were recovered then at the time. I mean, that's just one of the most stunning things that you really could say under oath before Congress in the UFO context. Obviously, it's salacious. It has a little bit of the giggle factor. It has a little bit of the movie factor, and seems so unbelievable. And of course, extraordinary claims do also require extraordinary evidence. But I'm curious what you made of that, or if you have any questions or anything.
I mean, it was just wild to watch members of Congress seriously asking these questions. I mean, that was wild to see. It is a remarkable development that this is being treated with the gravity that it is at this point. And I think, obviously, the turning point was when some of these videos were released and it just became undeniable. And Congress has clearly
thank you, Digit Witch.
At the
Oh my gosh,
that they
I
feel
appreciate
like they are
you.
getting. I mean, one question I have for you, Sagar, maybe
Bitch, thank you for being you.
is,
Oh my god.
He's making lots of allegations. He wasn't directly involved in the program. Right. This is based on what he's been told from people that are involved in the program.
Oh,
well, why weren't any of those people required to testify to be there so that we could have some...
Welcome into the stream, and we're doing aliens. Let's get into this shit.
thing more direct than secondhand testimony?
Excellent question. Unfortunately, there's a full-blown cover-up going on. So effectively, Dave Grush, as I said, he will go to jail if he violates the terms of his disclosure agreements with the Department of Defense, where he is going through the formal whistleblower process. So he will be prosecuted if he reveals any classified information. So they repeatedly were asking him exactly what you said. They're like, look, who are these people? And he said, I cannot give you those names in an unclassified setting. And so they said, oh, so you could give this to us in a classified setting. He said, I would be happy to give you the names, the specific names of both hostile and non-hostile direct reports. I can give you the exact locations.
Girl, you're right. I'm muted as hell. I was saying, so you say aliens. Aliens are a big fear of yours. Somebody said earlier, I believe it was Sam, that's saying that they were spooky. What makes the thought of aliens spooky for you, or terrifying, I guess, in your case? Because I feel like it would have to have his hand in any time we're portrayed with like monsters or aliens. They're always like body snatchers, or these what was the movie where if you couldn't make a noise because the monsters had like crazy hearing and could like track you down and kill you. It's kind of like that shit. I have another friend who's also crazy afraid of yes, the concept of the aliens just being so unsure of their own customs. Yes. Bird. No. Shit. It wasn't Bird Box. Bird Box was the one where you couldn't see, where you weren't allowed to see. There was another one where you weren't allowed to make noise. Bird Box was also one of them. So, like, that shit right there, where, first off, let's not pretend like humans are top of the food chain on Earth. So, like, there are animals that can smell way better than us. There are animals that can sense things way better than we can. And they can see in spectrums we can't even imagine. Now, something off fucking planet comes here. Bro, we for real bottom feeders. Tell them. A Quiet Place. Yes, that's the one. A Quiet Place. Oh, man. Oh, dude, where the kid got a little toy. He was like, oh, I'm just gonna, shit, what did he do? Did he put batteries in it? Or something of the sort? And then turned it on? Like, bruh. But fuck, yeah. Just that shit where I can understand, I can 100% understand the uncomfortable feeling about, you know, their customs and shit like that. Because any onlooker from any outsider who comes to Earth will just see how we like fucked up the Earth and continue to do so. And then we put all the power into the hands of like a handful of people who are just doing things that only benefit their pockets, but not the Earth we live on. It's crazy. All the food that made noise, yeah. With aliens, there's too many what ifs. Yeah, but that's the thing with like infinity, like right. So that leads into a whole nother section of shit we're probably not going to touch on tonight because that's too much. Where they're like infinite yous doing exactly what you're doing right now. Maybe we're switched. Maybe you're a different color. Maybe you're not. Maybe the only thing that's changed is that you do that 1 second later. Possibility, endless possibilities. Yeah, but I get it. It's, you know, what if they've been listening to us this whole time? You know, what if all the weird things like doppelgangers are just aliens that have come to Earth? What if an alien popped in front of me? I'd probably be nice and say hi, but shit my pants. I mean, how would you know it was an alien? I mean, so there's, okay, so, oh shit. So it makes me think, and this is why I think we're going to end up going into cryptics later on tonight. So if you guys don't know about like the stories that park rangers tell, it's fucking insane. Fucking like makes my stomach turn sort of shit. Where because you know they see some shit way out there in the fucking woods, like way the fuck out. Point of view Halloween. Man, I tell you, and I can't. Okay, it reminds me. Okay, so I have two stories, and one came from a park ranger where he, let's see. No, it wasn't a park ranger. It was a hunter. A hunter was telling a story of him being like back in like old country, fucking in the woods. And he remembers he was in a thicket. He was by like the edge of the woods. And excuse me if I like tear up about shit like this because these it's these things make you feel a certain way. But he said that something came out of the woods that was imagine as big as a moose, but with like arms for the front legs. And he said that it was all white. The head was, I can't remember how he said that the head was. It was kind of like an oval shape. But I remember him saying that it had these huge ass horns, and it stood up, and he pointed his gun at it, and then it went back down and backed slowly back into the bush so it understood what a gun was. So, just shit like that. Man, these stories will fuck you up, dude. That's a bald werewolf with a gun, not an alien. This guy. Oh, fuck.
Of crashed UFOs, where these programs are happening, the people involved, the dates, when things were moved, etc. But I can only do that inside of a secure, compartmentalized facility called a SCIF. There are several SCIFs inside of Congress. Congressman Tim Burchett, who I actually personally spoke to before the hearing, as well as other members, Matt Gaetz, Anna Paulina Luna, and Jared Moskowitz, who is a Democrat. Let's be clear here, so this is a bipartisan thing. That we're
Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! SpongeBob, careful! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob!
I was saying, it's okay, Digit. The aliens aren't coming to get you. Side note. Hey, just bonk me every time I forget it's muted. But what if an alien ends up being your biggest fan? What if you're streaming, you're putting your likeness into the airwaves? What if an alien's like, yo, this bitch funny, I'ma subscribe. I'm give her like I don't know why I almost said V-Bucks. Yo, aliens are fans of mine on Twitch. Sub to my sub to me, Alien Zaddy. Hell yeah.
He provided these unclassified names. Grush repeatedly said under oath, he's like, I am dying. I would love to give you all this information, the names of the people to be called.
Bruh.
He is literally unable to give them those names outside of an actual interview inside of a SCIF. And those members of Congress who are actually pushing on this issue have been denied SCIF access. So I think it's very important for me to explain that there is a lot more, everyone's like, okay, well, where is it? I'm like, well, he will literally break the law. And as we all know, like, they are dying to throw him in jail. They want to shut this man up. They keep calling him a liar, and I will get to that in terms of this statement that was released here. Another of the absolutely extraordinary allegations that was made was under questioning from Congressman
Congress
from Missouri
is calling him a
about
liar?
whether any U.S. personnel had been physically injured while handling a crashed UFO. Here's what Dave Grush had to say.
At one point, you had said that there has been harmful activity or aggressive activity. Has any of the activity been aggressive, been hostile in your reports?
I know of multiple colleagues of mine that got physically injured, and the activity. And
by UAPs or by people within the federal government?
Both.
Okay, so there has been activity by alien or non-human technology and or beings that has caused harm to humans.
I can't get into the specifics in an open environment, but at least the activity that I personally witnessed, and I have to be very careful here because they tell you not.
Why is Apple Sci-Fi so weird and scary? So aliens aren't friendly. I'll just burn myself in the no. So okay, so there, and again, I'll have to go and find it. But there have been like official, the guys we're talking about earlier, the guys that I talked about earlier, where they were the officials who, left their jobs and became, whistleblowers and shit like that. And there's one guy who gives an interview talking about some aliens that he did meet. So, I always feel like it's better to know something than not to. You can be afraid about if if it's there or not, but I think just knowing it's there helps with the fear. So from this official, he says that from what he said, there is at least one species of alien that is hostile to humans, and it's he doesn't he does describe them as like they seem humanoid themselves, but they're all white. And then he talks about a species of alien that he befriended that made its own sustenance from a pod in its body, where it would eat, pull like what was essentially like a ball from its body and eat that ball and be satisfied and be satiated. And he goes on to talk about, two other races that aren't, hostile to humans, but he does say at least one is. Dear aliens, not all of us are mean. So some of us just want tacos and tacos and video games. The universal symbol of don't beam me up, Scotty. Man. We may be Star Trekking in like another 100 years or so. I just hope Elon Musk isn't a part of any of this. He is the most. I hope that the aliens come down there and are like, yo, you dumb as hell. The fuck you talking about? Yo, we see your shit on Mars again. It's on site.
Never to acknowledge tradecraft, right? So what I personally witnessed myself and my wife was very disturbing.
Very disturbing. I mean, I understand why people are skeptical. I get it. They're like, everyone talks big game. Where's the evidence here? He's made clear he can't actually talk about this in an unclassified setting. I thought it's still extraordinary to get him on the record, under oath, and listen, I mean, I think it's also important for me to say, if this man is lying, no one is going to be more upset than me, because he wasted a lot of my time. He wasted your guys' money, people who pay our bills, for me going down there and for getting a camera crew, for investing so much airtime and discussion
Your
to all
whole
of this.
life.
But he ticks enough boxes for us to consider, at least me, to be consider this credible enough. And not just me, I mean, this is the freaking House Oversight Committee here.
Right.
Testifying under oath, bringing these guys in a setting where he could be able to actually face questions. I mean, face some hostile questions, actually, from a few people. And he also revealed something pretty interesting about the actual timeline. Now, remember, UFO lore really begins, at least in the American context, Roswell, New Mexico, in 1947. But Grush actually told us that things predate Roswell by a pretty significant portion, all the way to the 1930s. Let's take a listen to what he said there.
Has the U.S. government become aware of actual evidence of extraterrestrial, otherwise unexplained forms of intelligence? And if so, when do you think this first occurred?
I believe.
I like to use the term non-human. I don't like to denote origin. Keeps the aperture open, both scientifically. Certainly, like I've discussed publicly previously, 1930s.
Previously 1930s. So there you go. That is, there's actually some extraordinary backstory you and I were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, this is where I start to go, like, I'm definitely going to need some more evidence, because we're talking about cover-up with the Vatican and Mussolini going back to the 1930s. I mean, there's just, listen, it's a lot to swallow.
Aliens are part of our
It's a lot to swallow. You're
history.
talking about U.S. personnel who are being injured by aliens and non-human biologics and cover-ups going back to the 1930s, and we don't have more than like a few grainy images. We don't have more than someone who, secondhand might have heard something but can't say exactly what it is in a public setting, which on the one hand you're like cover-up, on the other hand you're like that's also very convenient. So I'm just gonna need more soccer.
So they say there is one aggro race. How many races are there? That would be impossible to tell. That'd be like, how many alien races? And it's impossible to put a number on it. It's just the ones that we've discovered, or the ones that we've come in contact with. Without, there's absolutely, that's horrifying. It is. That's the universe. We're on a rock in the middle. We're on a rock circling a rock. Oh, not even a rock. We're on a rock circling a gas giant in space. A very, very tiny one. We're so damn small in comparison to like the rest of the universe. It's crazy. So we're just here. Dear aliens, I'm a nice guy. What if ET drunk beer? I bet you there's some ETs that are only made of beer, or what we consider beer. They only drink beer. Water, they'd probably die drinking water. That's crazy.
Hopefully this is step one. We'll just say that.
I think it's the beginning of something. And I again want to say, I want these people, if they're lying, I want it to be speedily proved, to come out and just be like, this is BS. Everything that this man is saying is a lie. If he did lie, I want him to be prosecuted, again, for wasting my time.
Yo, somewhere in a different universe, somewhere forever away, there's a game where we're the Pikmin. Let that sink in. Game like there probably are little ones like Pikmin out there. There have to be. Sims. There has to be a digital world. I don't want to say digital world, but there has to be like a world somewhere where there are tiny people, or I guess people being controlled by a like deity. Has to be. The universe is too big for there not to be. That's my outlook on it. Universe too damn big. Anything that you can think of, any instance that you can see yourself in, any instance that you could see somebody else in, anything that you can think of, it's somewhere in the universe. I'm gonna call myself a deity when I play Sims. Oh no. You know, and here's the thing, is like there has to be a world somewhere where thoughts can be transformed into like actual tangible something. So what if like all of our thoughts somewhere in the universe are being turned into a reality? How do you like that? How do you like that for I forgot what they're called. Are they called contemporaries? Ah, fuck it. I want to hear the rest of what this guy has to say.
For wasting the entire community's time, for misleading people down this wild goose chase. I mean, that's not only immoral but illegal. Now that he's actually testified under oath and gone through the DOD process. So listen, I mean, we don't know fully yet whether everything he said or not. We know that there's some breadcrumbs that have been scattered in terms of where, if they're eventually given skiff access by these members of Congress. And I got to give these people a lot of credit. You can say a lot about Matt Gaetz, but he does seem genuinely very interested in this topic. And part of the reason why, Crystal, is he shared a personal anecdote about how there was a UFO encounter at Elgin Air Force Base, of which one of his constituents contacted him and was like, man, this is one of the craziest things that's ever happened to me. My radar went down, my FLIR systems went down, I was able to snap a manual photo. He showed Gaetz the photo in the classified setting. The DOD won't allow him to release the photo. And he's like, I'm sitting there trying to get access to a military base as a member of Congress with top secret clearance. He even served on the House Intelligence Committee. And the freaking United States military is telling me, a congressman, basically screw off. We're not giving you any access. He's like, that's
that
an
shit right there.
extraordinary,
They have to be.
extraordinary situation for me to be in. You know, and these are these constituents come to me in good faith because the pilot, this was a test pilot actually who encountered this, told Gaetz, the best thing you can do for your career is
I caught it.
Because when you start reporting stuff up the chain, they're like, hey, we're not dealing with this. Because they don't want they don't want records.
Yeah.
You got no records, you got nothing to turn over to Congress.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it on the one hand, I'm like, this is a lot for me to swallow, as I just said. On the other hand, I'm like, but then I see the photos and the videos, and I'm like, they don't have another explanation for it. So give us some kind of explanation for what's going on that passes the sniff test, and, you know, perhaps we can move on.
This comes through also with Commander David Fravor's testimony. I thought it was so important. David Fravor is the only reason I'm interested in UFOs. I thought it was BS, frankly. You know, I read the 2017 article, and I was like, yeah, maybe. Then I heard Fravor, and I was like, man, this guy is unimpeachable. I mean, this is like I've said this before, he was a commanding officer, led people into battle, on an aircraft carrier, has a verified UFO incident. I mean, he himself called it the most credible UFO sighting in history. He said multiple times at the hearing, he said, "I'm not a UFO guy. This, by the way, is not even the craziest things that ever happened in my life.
This guy's like, I don't
be
even
involved in this. I never wanted to come forward. I'm only doing so because I believe that what I saw that day did not come from human technology." I mean, he repeatedly referenced that a human being who was inside the craft that he saw with his own eyes would have died from the G-forces that were inflicted and upon the way that it moved. And David Fravor, again, a multi-year, pilot in charge of hundreds of millions of dollars of aircraft, said on a number of bases, who's also involved, I believe, in the field, at this moment, is like, look, from a material science perspective, this does not exist. And not only now, it doesn't exist 100 years from now. It doesn't exist 200 years from now in terms of human capabilities. And then when you combine that with
girl, we behind.
That many of these UFO crash retrieval programs predate, our own ability to fly at supersonic speed.
Hey, yo, quit fucking around offline. What if some guy dresses up as an alien with a sign that says "Take me home"? Get whisked the fuck away. It's all fun and games until you end up on a craft somewhere. Like, so I almost, oh shit. So I don't know if you guys pay attention to like space stuff. I love spaces. Good. But I'm gonna have to look it up to make sure that I'm not just bullshitting you guys, but I'm pretty sure we've received a signal from somewhere out in space. And it was, we can't discern it exactly, I believe. So, it's, we can't understand it. Yeah, baby.
My room and I wake up because I was scared.
You heard thunder?
Yeah, and I was scared.
Oh, poor baby. You're okay. I don't even think it's storming. Are you sure it wasn't in the movie?
No, I was
is from my one and only true love, Princess Peach. Peach, you're so cool. And with my star, we're gonna rule.
I'm back, but I love this song.
Peaches, 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 peaches. Ah, oh, yeah. Ah. Peaches, 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 peaches.
Jack Black didn't have to go this hard for us. Donkey Kong 2.
1,000 troops of Koopas couldn't keep me from you. Princess Peach, at the end of the line, I'll make you mine. Oh, peaches, 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 peaches. I love you. Oh, peaches, peaches.
I mean, we didn't even break the sound barrier. I believe Chuck Yeager did it in like 1950, something like that. So, you know, fair, post Roswell, at the very least. Some people say that's connected. Anyway, I think it's important. And I just want to end actually with the statement, though, that the Pentagon, to be clear, is still saying that he's lying. So, guys, C5, please. Let's put this up there on the screen. This was the full readout from Susan Go, who works at the Pentagon, who gave this statement on the testimony. She says, to date, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office has not discovered any verifiable information to substantiate claims that any programs regarding the possession of reverse engineering of extraterrestrials may have existed in the past or exist currently. So again, this is actually very clear. The Pentagon says he's lying. Dave Grush says the Pentagon is lying. Let's see. If you can prove vice versa, one of those people lied to Congress, they need to go to jail for what they did. And I actually love that it's so binary here, because eventually you can prove whether one or two of those people, or whether one of these individuals is telling the truth or not. They've both done now so in an open setting. And yeah, we'll see. I mean, either this is a colossal, not only just like psyop, but like, stage and all this. I mean, to have this man who literally worked in the intelligence community come forward as a decorated combat veteran, served in Afghanistan, Air Force cadet, so much of his military service he referenced in his testimony. They're like, why are you doing this? And he said it's because, he's like, I took an oath, 18 years ago when I became an Air Force cadet. I followed that oath. I believe that there was a cover-up going on. I'll just end on this note. He says that he's been doing this at tremendous risk to his own life, fear of reprisal. Here's what he had to say.
It was very brutal and very unfortunate, some of the tactics they used to hurt me both professionally and personally, to be quite frank. Yeah.
It's very unfortunate. As they say, when you're over the target, that's when they do the most firing at you. Do you have any personal knowledge of people who have been harmed or injured in efforts to cover up or conceal these extraterrestrial technology?
Yes. Personally.
Have anyone been murdered that you would think, that you know of or have heard of, I guess?
I have to be careful asking that question. I directed people with that knowledge to the appropriate authorities.
In the last couple of years, have you had incidences that have caused you to be in fear for your life for addressing these issues?
Yes, personally.
So you can take that for any way that you want. I choose to take it actually pretty seriously.
If it's real, it's the biggest story in the world. So keep
Hey.
pushing, guys.
Can't stop.
Hey guys, if you like that video, go to Breaking Points.
Breaking Point's pretty good. Aliens. We did it, guys. Hey, yo, new alien just dropped. Shit. And if you guys are interested in like keeping up on any of this news, there is a UAP news center, in case you're curious. Articles, resources. I believe I was already on the articles. Aerial phenomenon unexplained aerial phenomenon. So now we've upgraded from UFOs to unexplained aerial phenomenon. But it doesn't change the fact that if they're hiding... Okay, so this is what I wanted to kind of segue on to, like cryptic thing. So, how close to accurate do you think Men in Black is? Do you think that there has to be... God, I would feel like there would have to be some on-world center to help aliens adjust here. There has to be. There's no way around it. Men in Black are real. And E.T.'s home is Earth, I guess. It's Earth now because we stole his vehicle. That's how we roll here on Earth. You don't land here. That's ours now. Shit. I hope now, one of the things that I was kind of hoping for in the space of like just for alien, or in the movement of, you know, people being like aliens are real, blah 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 blah. Here, let me fix this goddamn map. Or yeah. Hey, but maybe something, because there's so much. I have I have a problem with people. I don't want to say people, but like human society, because a lot of it's just, the majority of it's so predatory on the weak, and so many instances of like women, children, disabled people being taken advantage of by like just everybody. There's so much inequality, shit like that. But if because people are always able to be like, well, it's them versus us sort of shit. Maybe with the whole alien thing, because, you know, people are going, if there are aliens, that's just another thing for people to hate or be upset about. But they'll focus their distrust towards, you know, not other humans. Maybe they'll be like, oh, well, you know, maybe we're all on the same team after all. Maybe is a step to people being, you know, more open to the idea that, damn, we aren't the top of the food chain? Fuck. Jesus told me this was it. This is the best you can get. What do you mean there are other planets? Yo, fuck this Earth. Oh, man. How are you guys feeling about aliens? Because it's coming. Happening, and there's nothing. It's been happening. People are going to be like, how are we going to be able to live with aliens? We were already doing it. We were doing it long before you even knew you were doing it. The archive, huh? Oh shit! Isn't there a religion that talks about them coming from aliens or something of the sort? What does Scientology say? Isn't that what Scientology is? Isn't Scientology talking about aliens? How to get in Area 51. That's the fucking trick. Ender pearls. Oh, man. That's why they couldn't get through the first... that's why all those Naruto runners couldn't get past the first hurdle. Men with guns. They didn't have the Ender pearls. Damn. If only you were there with them, OG. They could have got. We could have alien weapons right now. Instead, we're paying rent and dealing with inflation. Oh man, there's gonna be like a whole bunch of stories and shit. I just saw one where I'm a UFO experiencer who is visited by creatures with red eyes and glowing orbs. My stories are so compelling. NASA and the CIA studied me. Now, see, stuff like that is hard to, like, believe, right? It's just too on the nose, right? You can't just take it for its word. Yeah, and it's mostly due to us being deceived so often. We can't just believe shit like this. Be pretty cool if it was real, but oh shit, and he's in North Carolina. He's in my state. Hey, let's go. Oh shit. That's in my state. Oh no. A North Carolina man who was on the verge of giving up on life called out to the heavens for help and received a response for what he believes was the third kind. Oh, this is the dude? How interesting. Former construction mongrel. Christopher Bledsoe. Bledsoe's a pretty common name here. That in 2007, he was nearly penniless after losing his business and ventured out to the dark woods around Cape Fear Lake. Oh, fuck. This man lives too close to things I know. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Yo. Do I live near aliens? Oh, fuck. The stream wasn't supposed to end like this. Let me keep one ear out so I can hear if aliens are running up on me. Oh, God. Yo, that's actually pretty close to the... I know where Cape Fear Lake is. Oh, dude. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to take a trip out to Cape Fear Lake. Hey, so, vlog stream coming up. Cape Fear Lake. That's where we're going, boys. We're gonna go camp out at Cape Fear Lake. Yo, fuck that. I ain't got... My balls are big. They ain't that big. I ain't trying to get them taken. E.T. can... Ugh. All right. So, I got within 40 feet. I got within 40 feet at the top of a hill. I cried out, "Who's ever up there, help me." I never expected to see what I saw. Hovering about 150 feet above the ground were two glowing orbs, a blood red, tangerine color, and blood so sad. These orbs have since appeared over his home every night. And while he's reluctant to call them aliens, he is adamant they are not from this world. He claims... Oh, Jesus. He claims to have captured footage of the orbs, and his stories, while they may seem fantastical, have caught the attention of NASA, as well as the Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, and the Department of Defense, DoD. Yo. Not like this. It wasn't supposed to end on, hey, by the way, I was trying to spook you guys with aliens, not to find out aliens are next door to me. Fuck. Bledsoe also featured on the historical channel Beyond Skinwalker Ranch. Oh, God, don't tell me that. Don't use the word Skinwalker after I just read aliens in my state. Aliens near you. Fuck. Where investigators travel to Fayetteville. Oh, no! I live in the city of Fayetteville. This isn't fun anymore. Oh, no! Bro, we got aliens, baby. We got skinwalkers. We got aliens. You come on down here and get your aliens. Oh, no. Oh, shit. All right, I should have known it was going to say Fayetteville. They said Cape Fear Lake. I guess them just put it in Fayetteville and they're just my Area 51. My Area 51 pet alien waking me up at 3 a.m. because he needs to live, and I only have water and pizza rolls. That's my favorite comment. Yo, X that out. They're not called tweets anymore, right? What are they called? Oh shit. Yo, give me permission. I'm put that on my goddamn. I'm put that on my Twitter. Hilarious. You're funny as hell. Oh, fuck. Aliens. Damn. I didn't want to learn this tonight. They expect me to go to sleep? Nah. I'm staying up all night cleaning my gun. Channels beyond the Skinwalker Ranch, where investigators traveled to his Fayetteville home to analyze video evidence to see orbs themselves. The episode will air on August 1st. Oh wait, hasn't? No. This has to be out already. Go ahead. Man, I appreciate you. He told the Daily Mail NASA investigated his accounts in 2008 and continued for about 8 years after. Ooh, Bledsoe said, okay, so I would feel like if it was nothing, they wouldn't have done it for 8 years. 8 years is a long time to do a study for nothing. Did their homework and spoke to the people in his community. He also participated in studies with materials not from this world. Tim Taylor, a NASA veteran, placed a medal in my hand that came from 50 million light years away. They were looking for a reaction, and I had one of the only ones they had ever seen. Taylor said he's never seen anything like it. Yo. Bledsoe has never wavered with his history, but research has shown that visual hallucinations can occur due to neurological and I'm not even going to disorders, including toxic disturbances, drug withdrawal syndromes. Yeah, but none of that stuff. They're not saying that he had that stuff. They're just saying that, bitch. They're not saying he's had these things. They're just like, yeah, well, hallucinations can occur if you're drugged up. Well, was he drugged up? No, but it can happen. Fuck, I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. There are dozens of UFO sightings in North Carolina in 2002. Yeah. And all disappeared. Okay. So I've got a story. I've got a UFO story that I'm going to tell after I'm done reading this. So, and all appeared to be the same as what Bledsoe had experienced, glowing orbs hovering in the air. Oh, fuck. Dude. Uh-huh. I've been talking about, they've been spotted all over the world. The book Phenomenon by Los Angeles Times reporter interviewed with a CIA neuroscientist, Dr. Christopher Kit Green, who was commissioned around 2010 by a secret $22 million defense program monitoring UFOs to write a paper on injuries from close encounters. Green told Jacobson, oh, I hate when they I hate when you put a B in the middle like that. Life on Mars, nobody giving a shit. Life on Venus, everybody giving a shit. Yo, Mars is for lames. We're moving to Venus, baby. that he had found the patients were all highly functioning individuals. See, and it's that. It's where they're sane. You can't be insane and be in the army and work these $1 million machines. They're competent. That's all they're saying. Oh, fuck. Well, so Bledsoe accounts are shared in the book UFO of God. Oh, we got a little bit of video. And the foreword is written from former CIA member Jim Semivan. Yeah. Yo, you can't have a last name like Semivan. You can't. You gotta be dog. Yo, I gotta steal that last name. I'm gonna make an avatar somewhere and call him Semivan. They worked in the CIA for 25 years. When Chris first told me this story, I was gobsmacked. The narrative was truly incredible, and I knew it was an honest recollection of the events that happened to him and his son.
He's searching.
Did a little bit of video.
Okay, just as you said it. Got all that effort.
Really intense effort there right now. He's pointing now. So maybe he's focusing on one. That would make sense.
He has one. He's got one in the tree line. When we started seeing that intense effort.
Okay. So let's finish this and then I'll give my opinion.
He spotted an orb in the tree line.
Well, that certainly matches up because everything spiked.
The new series Beyond Skinwalker Ranch at 10.
So the issue I have with this is that it's on the History Channel, and the History Channel now isn't about it. The History Channel now is about like restoration wars or fucking storage wars and shit like that. Whenever they make shows and they have to have them kind of scripted like this, where it's
only on the History Channel,
where it's like listen to the
Just
sound,
as you said it.
and the music of like
really intense effort there right now.
intense effort, and all these cuts and shit like that. It makes it seem like the paranormal ghost videos. It makes it look like that, where it feels in the way that it's edited. It makes it feel like bullshit. If there's any reality or if there's any truth to the video, like decades of them, or like a decade of them feeding us the same sort of equation for a video, and it's normally in the context of a ghost. They're like, oh shit, did you see that ghost? It was right there. Their friends in the background in the sheet. Bullshit. All right. Bledsoe's life-changing experience began in September 11th, 2001, when the U.S. fell victim to a terrorist attack. At the time, he was a commercial builder for Fort Bragg, developing new homes for the... Oh, shit, I remember that. And I had 72 houses under construction, and suddenly Fort Bragg shut down. They went off to war, and no houses were selling, so I knew I was in trouble. My 20 years of savings started going out the window, and I had $8,000 a month in interest and overhead. Fuck, that's a lot. He was at the point of giving up. I don't need your backstory. I just want the aliens. Yo, quit it. I don't want to read about your goddamn alien. Or read about your... Oh, well, there we go. Finally. Ooh. Oh, Bloodsoe's son. Oh, there's another instance. Jesus. Aliens, man. Watch your kids, watch your wife, watch your son. Aliens. They coming after you. Okay, this is gonna be the last thing we read, and we're gonna call that it for tonight. I think 2 hours of aliens is more than enough for anybody. So we're gonna get to the end of this and see who else is streaming. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. The part where he disappeared. Oh. Where the fuck are... I tried to skip a little bit and he balled the fire. Hold up. To the 3-man son. Get away. Ah. Wait. Okay. When I got up within 40 feet of the hill, the first thing I noticed was what looked like the setting sun, but then I saw 2 of these things. So, I knew what I was looking at wasn't anything from the military or anything we had. It was from another world. Okay. Huh. He ran down the hill. Then he looked back, and another ball of fire appeared above him. There was another one above me that appeared within 1 second, he explained. It wasn't there. The next second, I've got 3 setting suns that were as big as a house. Shit. When Bloodsoe returned to the fishing hole, he learned that he had been going all night. Okay, so he disappeared the night prior, even though it felt like 20 minutes for him. Bloodsoe's son was missing from the group, and when he went back into the woods looking for him, I heard a rustle from the leaves, and he came up whimpering. He had tears in his eyes, and seeing fear in his son's eyes. He said, "Where did you go, Daddy? Why did you leave me? These creatures, there were 2 of them with red eyes, and I saw orbs and balls of light." That's what his son said. Bloodsoe told the Daily Mail that when he told his community, he and his family were shunned and ridiculed. Damn. See, that's why. Oh man, all these alien stories are about to be the hot thing. Oh man. Oh, I can't forget to tell you guys my alien story. We'll end it on my alien story. How about that? But with all the changes, all that changed in 2012 when he was visited by a being that told him he was not going at this alone. What? A woman was glowing with a white dress, the most beautiful thing you have ever seen, Bloodsoe said, explaining she was floating there 3 feet above the ground. She looked at me and said, "You know why I'm here. If you do this, I will always be here or be with you to help you. I will help you with witness. I will help you with witnesses?" What does that mean? Immediately, I could share it with my parents and the U.S. government. Oh, witnesses. I am probably the most studied person in the world now. Interesting. Bluzzo has captured over 2,000 videos of orb find